adventuring party. We are in episode 19 of Descent into Avernus. You guys have found your way down into Avernus itself. You have climbed down the chains from Elturel, trying to find more of Lulu's, memories. And yeah, you guys have descended these chains thanks to Dadbod being turned into a giant, was it monkey?
Ape.
Yeah.
Ape. Yeah.
No tail. No tail.
Right.
Most of us didn't notice much of a change.
So we've got the mighty dwarf cleric Cracker. We have the human, what are you? Human crossed with what there, Colorado?
He said he'd be right back.
Okay. So
he's
he's a
chef.
wizard. Yeah, he's cooking dinner or whatever, but that's whatever. He's a human wizard. We've got the elf, half elf.
Half elf.
What do you mix with?
Elf and human.
All right, bard named Sif, and we have the barbarian Alfred Dadbod. He is a human as well. All right, so you guys are all level 7. And let's go ahead and get started. Armored legions of devils encircle the enormous posts of infernal iron that anchor Elturel to the rocky ground. Squads of demons, fighting 10 deep in some places, hurl themselves into the devil's ranks. Most of these abyssal troops are lowly mains and dretches who die quickly in vain attempts to drag down devils so that stronger demons behind them can strike killing blows. A dark river cuts a path across the blasted landscape and flows directly beneath the city. Floating on the river are demonic barges being assailed by squadrons of winged devils under the command of a terrifying pit fiend wearing an eyeless helm and clutching a battle standard. So you guys are standing upon one of the anchors. You're about 20 feet up off of the actual ground itself. A battle rages around you. What do you do?
Okay, so we have what's his face with us still, right? Oh my gosh, what was his name?
Raven Guard?
Yeah, he came with us, or did we just take the crown?
Did you bring the helm?
I don't think we brought the helm.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't bring the helm.
Oh, we didn't. Okay.
You have Lulu with you, though.
So he still got the helm?
They put it up with the maiden.
That is correct. You guys
Okay.
did not bring the helm. That's why it kind of perplexed me there for a minute. I was like, no, I don't recall anything about you guys taking the helm with you.
Okay. I still have the shield, though.
Yes.
I believe so, yes.
You do have the shield.
And right now we're just trying to escape out of here? Or are we trying to jump into this fight?
The demons and devils, they're pretty much too focused on one another to concern themselves with you.
Is there a way to get off this pillar that does not jump in the middle of?
I guess that's our problem to figure out.
I'm just looking around.
You obviously see the fight going on. Winged devils assail these barges. I mean, the biggest thing that comes to your kind of like vision, if you will, is there's the pit fiend. That's the one thing that kind of like draws most of your guys' attention.
There's a pit fiend down there?
Mm-hmm. Wearing an eyeless helm and clutching a battle standard.
What's on the standard? Does that matter?
No.
Well,
I'm sorry, it's been 2 weeks and my brain is scattered. What are we trying to do here still? Are we just trying to get out of here?
We are trying to get to the fort. Is it Knucklebone?
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Where the bird people are?
Correct.
I say we don't fight then. I say we just get to the fort. If they're not paying attention to us.
That's what I was looking for, a way that we can get down where we don't really draw their attention. That's what I'm hoping.
If I recall, like it's going on like miles around us, is it not? Like in the whole battlefield in front of us?
You're basically high above a battlefield right now.
Are there any paths off this pillar we're standing on?
Not paths, no.
There's the chains.
The large chain, the linked chain.
So that's our only.
That's pretty much your way up, and it's just a large, like, anchor, if you will, that's affixed to the earth, like speared into the ground.
Okay.
Dad bod.
Yes.
Can you ask your girlfriend there if she wants to turn into a giant animal and fly us off this rock?
I get real flushed with red. Lulu, can you help us get out of here?
She remembers how to become a mastodon?
She flutters, and in your mind, you hear, "I can't carry you all."
Okay, just get me out of here. These guys are fine. I'm just kidding, Lulu. Well, can you just guide us in the right direction? We can fight our way through, I suppose, right, guys?
If we must.
Trying to look, like, is there, okay. I don't know anything about pit. Like, is it just a big monster?
Really bad.
I mean, like, is there a way we could use some sort of disguise, or could we drop down and cover ourselves in a bunch of demon blood and sort of sneak out?
Oh, I doubt they will stop fighting each other to fight us. I say that. I don't know that.
I don't know. Can you?
Pretty good at making disguises. I have a spell that'll allow us to disguise ourselves. I just don't know how the spell works, or if I have enough slots to do it for all of us. I don't know if that's the way we even want to do this. Maybe we just want to make a mad dash.
Yeah, I say we start going down and see what happens.
I do have enough. I can cat. Well, no, that's disguise self.
So keep in mind the anchor is about 20 feet tall.
Right. But I've got more rope than that in my backpack, I'm pretty sure here. Yes, I do.
I'm pretty sure there is a rope, a very good rope on somebody.
Yeah, I've got a rope.
A rope of
I'm climbing, but it's magical.
I'm back.
He's
Yeah,
back.
Yeah, a rope of climbing that we could use to get down. If that's what we're doing for getting down.
I'm going to kneel down and first and say a little prayer to Moradane. And I'm ready to follow the lead of whoever has the rope.
Okay, so I'll pull the rope out. I'll tell the rope to knot itself so it has knots. Every handhold or so down now has a knot for us to grab. I'll tell it to attach to the bottom of the anchor there, and then I'll drop the remaining 50 feet or so down so that we can move to the ground.
Okay. So as you successfully wrap the rope, fixes itself upon a hard point on one of the chains in the anchor, you start to climb. Who's going first?
I would like to go last so that I can speak the command word and get the rope to let go.
Dad
So-
bod will go first.
Okay.
I'm going to be following close behind Dad Bod Cracker.
Okay. And then Colorado, you're after that.
Sure.
All right. So in that order, I would like each of you to roll your agility save, or excuse me, a
Next.
dexterity save.
Agility, that's great,
Right.
man.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Dad bod, you climb down without a worry. Cracker, you successfully descend as well with no issues. And Colorado, you are able to descend as well with no so much as a splinter or a rope burn. Sif, you are the final one to climb.
Trying to grab it. We're acting funny. There. Did that go?
There we go. All right. So, Sif, as you are climbing down, your hands begin to slip on the rope. Suddenly, your hands become like liquid and like there's just like water. You see red coming from your hands as your hands begin to bleed. And roll me one more deck save.
Try. I really.
Oh, you rolled me. That's a charisma. Is that the same number? You rolled me a
No.
charisma save in the tower.
Oh, well, see that?
It's
I'm
it's
grabbing
it's the
dex.
same it's the same bonus. So
Yeah, it is. Damn it! It's like it's not. Maybe my mouse is holding it. There we go.
not good. You suddenly your hands just release and you start to fall.
Can I attempt to grab him?
Go for it.
It's only 20 feet. Yeah, you should.
Give me an acrobatics check, both of you.
I mean, am I aware of what's happening?
Yes, that's why I need an acrobatics check from both of you. You're gonna try to both combine to get a target number.
As I scaled the UI down. It just keeps going to the arrow. So I move it around instead of.
You might need to restart.
Minimized it.
Oh, without any kind of thought in your mind, you just grab onto Dadbod's outstretched hand. He whips you around and successfully slings you to the ground. You do a perfect like acrobatics roll, but you're kind of worried now that you are on the ground by yourself with tons of demons and devils all over the place. What do you do?
Well, who's around me?
They are still climbing down the rope. Are almost at the bottom, and you basically fell right past Dadbod. Dadbod outstretched his hand, grabbed you just in time, swung you down, and you started to do a tumble and a roll with perfect acrobatic precision, taking no damage. But you are on the ground about 15 feet away from your companions.
Cast greater invisibility on my.
Do it.
Did it.
All right. All right.
I gotta take the action.
What are you guys, rest of you, gonna do? Dadbod, you see that Sif has just vanished from your sights, not knowing exactly what he did or where he went. You're worried that he is surrounded, maybe unconscious.
Am I down far enough where I can safely like jump down like King Kong and like? Ugh!
Well, if you want to bring that much attention to yourself, sure.
Okay, never mind. I'll just slink the rest of the way down, stealthily.
Okay.
As stealthy as Dadbot can be.
All right, give me a stealth check. As you're
I'm
climbing
sorry.
down,
I rolled the wrong one. Was that a +2? Let me see here.
it was
okay,
a +2.
It would have been the same dice. It's fine.
Okay. As you reach the ground, your belly starts to like gurgle, and you just let out the loudest fart that you have heard from yourself in a long time.
You guys get that?
Yep.
Does anybody notice?
Well, so
I
as Cracker is coming down behind you, he definitely smells it and notices.
Yeah.
But other than that, the loud fart that you just ripped out of your ass just wasn't any louder than some of the demons of the clash of battle surrounding you.
I mean, it at least stinks, right?
That at least
Well,
stinks.
Okay.
And Cracker
Yeah,
isn't too happy with you.
Probably not as bad as the air in this place, though.
Right.
It's true.
I don't know. It's on par.
Mm.
All right, I'm just gonna descend down to the bottom and kind of try to help the rest of the guys get down. Kind of like the dad bod would do.
Okay. All right. So, Cracker, what are you gonna do?
I'm on the ground now.
Sure.
All right.
How are you climbing down? How are you climbing?
I was following Dadbod. I was right behind Dadbod. I was staying close in case he needs protection.
Oh, okay. So, you gotta. I think you should give me a Constitution save after the waft of the smell goes right up your nostrils.
Sure.
You smelt worse in the mines of what?
Oh, yeah. Grogmore.
There you go. So you successfully make it to the ground, although you get out from behind Dadbod. Standing behind him is the last place you want to be. Colorado.
Down we go.
All right, how are you going to climb down the rest of the way? You got about 15 feet more to go.
I as carefully as possible.
All right. So why don't you give me a
A what?
give me an an athletics check.
Oh, dang it. Sorry, I rolled the wrong. What am I doing?
Oh, that was exactly what you wanted to roll. So, alrighty. So with that roll, you have as you're climbing down, you trip on your own robe, and you as well begin to fall with no footing. Your hands begin to slip as well. The rope begins to burn. You see smoke coming from the rope as if it's starting to be engulfed in flame. You begin to fall as well.
Look out below.
I mean, I'm down there like helping him down. So can I try to catch him?
Absolutely. Give me a strength check. See if you drop him.
I'm keeping an eye out around us to see if anybody's noticing or coming at us.
You fall safely into the outstretched arms of Dadbod. His muscular biceps ripple, the beat of a sweat, but then you smell his gas.
It's mostly
Oh my.
it's mostly the belly that catches you, but you know.
All right, so you guys have successfully made it down. With Sif is still nowhere to be seen. You're a little concerned. Sif, what are you doing at this point?
Gonna grab the rope that no one is on now, say the command words so it'll untie and coil itself back up. And I'm gonna say, let's go that way. Hopefully a direction that is least
So
likely.
as the rope begins to coil backwards, you see it start. Already see it smoking. There is there's at the top of it where it was chained to the or was tied to the chain and the anchor. You see fire coming from the rope.
So this is Cracker. I wonder which way he pointed while he was invisible.
True that. Like, is it? I mean, burnt beyond repair. I mean, it's burnt.
It's just starting to it's starting to catch fire.
I'll use one of the holy waters to put it out.
All right. So you have
Have the
successfully
desired
did that.
effect.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
So while I'm in my backpack, though, I happen to notice I have another flask of alchemist fire. And I'm kind of wondering to myself, if I throw this in that direction, do you think that would give us enough? Like, do you think we could go the other direction? Would that be helpful?
Do you think the demons and devils would even notice alchemist fire?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know.
Okay, well, I can hold on to it. I just thought maybe getting the attention directed one direction while we go the other direction might help us sneak away.
Now, they're still intent on fighting each other, aren't they?
Yep. There are you see more spine devils than anything else at this point. With the nobody has really paid you much mind as they're too focused on the demons.
Which way, Lulu? Which way do we go?
She visible?
She is visible. She's still flying high up, not high up above, but staying close.
I mean, nobody can see me, so I can't guide. So I will follow whoever starts walking.
What do we see? What do we see around us other than the fight? What do we see terrain-wise? What are we looking at?
So, if you recall, you may have some sort of map on your person.
Oh, I have it open. Yep, that's what I have open.
Eterel's not on it.
Nope.
And I thought she said that we couldn't trust the map. Or was it a he? Planar wizard, whatever.
Approximately where on this map are we?
Lulu, can you help us?
Does anybody have any kind of cartography ability or map reading skills or anything?
No, but I do have my religion.
Look like I do.
No, but I can pretend that I know what I'm doing.
Hmm. Maybe religion or history.
I mean, yeah, I've got history, arcana, investigation. Let's see here. Historical knowledge doesn't really do me any good.
Honestly, if we just get out of Dodge, we can probably take time to figure out where we are and where we're going. But like whichever way,
But I'm looking for a direction for Dodge.
We know that the river is beneath us.
Well, it's right there.
So
let's start with that. Is the river to the right of us or to the left of us?
The river of where you're standing is actually to the south of you.
To the right of me, but to the left of you.
Got it.
Does everybody still have that image pulled up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we see any large peaks, mountains, otherwise large?
Lulu flies over to you and touches the map with her trunk. And suddenly, words appear.
So we were.
Doesn't really help us much.
Weren't we at the Crypt of the Hellriders or no?
Is that the X is where we're at?
Oh, I don't see that. Oh,
there it is.
But
okay.
Fort Knucklebone's not on here though.
Crazy.
No, it wouldn't be, I suppose.
We can't cross the river. We're on the wrong side. We go north?
We could. There is some kind of a fortress up there. I don't know if that's it, but there is something up there.
Lulu
to the northeast.
I don't know if I want to go near the monument to Tiamat.
No, I really don't either.
So how the other campaign
Lulu
goes,
tells you
may not be there.
the Lulu tells you all that you must cross the river and move east.
Cross the river and move east. I'm going to look at the river. Is it a river of blood?
It's the river Styx, right?
Yes. It's the portal in which demons enter this realm, right?
Well, if memory serves me, bad things happen when you step into the river.
That's what I'm worried about. That's why I want to examine it first.
Hang on, I cannot get this darned.
I think you lose your memory or something. Or
I can't get this pin to click. I can't get it to open. So hang on.
Sure, no problem.
Well.
All right. So yeah, as memory serves, you remember hearing tales of different things of travelers and adventurers losing their minds in the river Styx, of those who have descended and returned.
So we're gonna have to find a boat.
That's the best suggestion I've heard yet.
Or the boatman.
So there is still a battle raging on around you.
Do we see any boats of any kind?
Right now, you just see the swarms of devils moving south towards the river, with the demons on their barges in the river itself attacking the north.
Demons on barges in the river. Did I hear that right?
Yes.
All right,
All
there
right.
we go.
Do we see one that has a smaller number of demons than others?
Not so much where you are. You're pretty much surrounded right now by devils being so far inland right now.
How many demons on a barge?
Which way is the river flowing?
To the south of us.
I mean, like, is it flowing east to west or north to east to west or west to east?
Both.
Like the current that is currently in the river, would it be dragging empty boats or destroyed boats to the right or to the left?
Yes. I understand.
It's
I
not a
understand
natural. It's not a natural river.
I understand what you're asking. So don't think I don't know what you're asking.
I just think we get away from this chaos just a bit, and I'm sure there's plenty of waste and refuse from the constant stream of barges.
Well, she said we need to head east on the far side of the river. So until we figure out a way to cross the river, I suggest we start heading somewhat east now.
I concur.
All right.
At least that gives us a direction.
I'm going to ask Lulu, can you turn into a boat and take us across?
You think that she fell in the river Styx and that's why she can't remember anything?
I'm not sure that's a good idea. It was an interesting idea.
Tells you she cannot turn into a boat, you silly dad bod.
All right.
Wait.
So we got to steal one of these boats from these demons and take it across?
That's what I'm thinking.
Dadbod's in. You can call me Captain Dadbod.
So I want to make sure I get this straight. You guys are going to join the battle and attack one of the barges?
No, I'm not. I'm going to stay invisible if that's what they're doing.
We're talking about it. We haven't done it.
I'm just trying to clarify how I'm going to kill you, apparently.
I think we just need to get
In the
away from
meantime,
battle.
we're moving east.
Wagons east.
Yeah, I thought it was more of a we're going to try to skirt around the battle if
We're looking-
possible.
But we're watching for opportunities.
Okay. So to your east, you do see a large obelisk. That is along the river.
Is the battle still raging around that, or is that fairly ice?
You can't really tell. You just see that it's a pretty large obelisk from where you can stand right now.
I guess, are we still in the midst of the battle, or have we?
You guys have not moved. You guys are still by the anchor.
Thing.
Unless you've done something and haven't told me. So
I thought we said we were moving that direction.
We're starting to head east.
How are you guys doing that?
With our legs.
Okay. So not disguising yourself, not just walking, not stealth, not creeping, not.
They haven't noticed or bothered about us yet. They're all focused on each other. So
The issue I have with disguising ourselves is I don't know which side to disguise ourselves as. Because if we're demons, then devils will attack us. If we're devils, then demons will attack. Like, I don't.
Well, I
like
can just
rock.
cast invisibility on myself, so I don't really care. That's not the issue for me.
Same. That's why I thought a diversion of some sort would allow us to run one direction or another.
Is there a way
How are we going
is
to
there a way
divert an
is there a
army?
way for us to all become invisible?
Could have if I wouldn't have fell. Greater invisibility, I can make one other creature invisible,
No. Okay.
but I had to cast it on myself.
I mean, we don't really have anything to disguise ourselves with.
No, we really don't.
Bodies,
So,
gore, blood
from what?
from the dead demons that are around us.
I think we're safest to act as what we are, tortured, lost souls.
I
Down
didn't
here
know
in
there were
Avernus.
any dead demons or devils. We just came down and there was a
Level.
I turned into a bot. I can't hear you guys.
Beam, giving them their own. Yeah. Ooh.
What?
Squads of demons fighting. Hurls himself at the devil's rank. So there's just dead demons all over the place.
You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You there?
My voice went to crap. There we go. Now it's
Yeah,
back.
mine did too.
Yeah, everybody's did.
Well, I mean, that would be my suggestion. If we wanted to do some sort of.
Cracker, your
Guys.
hands begin to twitch.
I'm sure they do. The shield is talking to me, guys. It's telling me that it could get us to our destination, but
Sure. Is there shit on the ground? I mean, like dead, like equipment, anything?
Yes.
Okay. Well, just pick shit up and try to disguise ourselves as best as we possibly can, I guess.
All right. So as you begin to loot various corpses and armor and just robes and cloaks and whatnot, why don't you guys go ahead and give me some stealth checks? I'm going for a
Yes.
party. I'm going for a party stealth number. Sif, you're still invisible?
Yeah. In my invisible state, can I assist with my disguise kit? These guys as they're trying to get ready.
Sure.
All right, that's what I'd like to do. You guys just feel hands touching you. Trust me, relax.
You gonna assist them, Colorado?
I did.
Oh, I didn't see your dice. Oh, I did. There it is. I didn't see. Okay, I'm sorry. It's Sif's that I'm missing.
So what is disguise? Is it a performance skill?
Give me just a stealth check. Oh, there we go. That's what we needed. Aw, too bad you didn't roll the first one in the tower.
Well, that's because my mouse is clicking all over the place.
I was messing with you. No, I had a set target number for the party, and you guys definitely succeeded getting it with a combined total, even with Cracker's armor penalty, Dad Bod's armor penalty. Your guy Colorado, you and Sif successfully get the party disguised and on the way east. Approaching, I'm assuming, the obelisk.
as good as anything we make for.
All right. So as you approach the obelisk, you notice that the battle seems to wane the further away from the like Jeddah that you find yourself next to from the crack. And you are standing next to a black solid obelisk with pretty much no one around you.
Take a second to look at the map, or do we want to try to get? Do we want to mess with this obelisk? I don't know that this is Fort Knucklebone.
No,
I'm doubting it.
but I wonder if that castle up at the top is. But no, Lulu said we had to cross the river and head to the east, so no. That's if we believe Lulu, which I kind of do.
Possible there could be a way to cross the river inside that obelisk, or
Hmm.
I think it's just a solid.
Is there anything written on it?
object.
I want to examine the obelisk.
Okay.
about
How do you
push it
how do you
down,
want to
make
do
a
that?
bridge.
With whatever skill it takes. Perception, what?
Okay. Perception's fine. If that's how you want to examine it, or just your mind. You notice nothing. It's just a black solid sheet of metal, stone, metal, something like that. Not really sure. Which is weird because you think you would know as a dwarf, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's something you've never seen before.
Since the battle has waned around us, do we see any of the discarded barges and whatnot flowing one way or the other on the river currently?
Just dead bodies that have dead bodies floating, but no boats, just scraps of wood and what have you. You do see east of you, a little bit further, you do see a boat.
On the water?
Nope, on the land.
Oh,
Right
let's head for that.
Okay, you guys gonna shit and get? You guys gonna stealth move still, or what are we doing?
Well, nobody's around us at the moment, is just what I heard.
Not see anyone around you.
Always true.
Well, I mean, if there's cover, try to use cover, but move to the boat.
Okay. As you guys travel towards the boat, you find a small canoe-style boat, not much larger than to be able to hold maybe 6, 7 people. Not really the large like barge or.
We're going to use the cantrip mending on the boat just to sort of make sure that there's holes.
That's what I was about to do.
That it's
That's
seaworthy.
Very wise decision, as several cracks that you hear pops of wood just snapping back into place. And yeah, the boat seems after you cast this cantrip, it definitely seems like a solid vessel, solid craft. You would feel confident.
Okay. Are there oars? A way to propel ourselves so we don't get out there and.
Oh, he said there were sticks of wood and everything else like that. I'm sure we can find some.
Yep, but luckily, yes, there are the oars still attached to the side of the craft.
Excellent.
As you push yourselves into the boat, is there anything you would like to do before you get into the boat and disembark?
I think the biggest thing is just we all have to be very careful not to let the water, the blood, whatever, splash into the boat or on us.
Yes.
Like when we're rowing, like make sure that we're rowing in a way that doesn't allow the water to roll back on the oars or splash if at all possible. Let's real quick before we like. Does would your mage hand?
Lulu talks to you, Sif.
I see that. I see that. I think that's not a bad idea. Would your mage hand like be able to hold the boat steady, or is it not strong enough?
No. Mage Hand is just simple item interactions.
How far away is the other side? How
Like
wide?
how wide is
How
the
wide
river?
is the river?
About 60 to like 90 yards, and depending on where it's at.
Let's put Dad Bod in the middle. I'll take the front.
How long is your rope?
Who are you asking?
You said you had rope.
Yes, I've got 50 feet of rope.
So I
So
only have 60 feet.
Lulu suggests that you all get in the boat on dry land, and she pulls you into the water.
Wonderful idea.
I'll give her the rope, and then I'll give it as a bonus action, command it to secure itself like in a harness fashion.
If she can pull, then I don't want to touch the water even with the oars if I can help it.
Then I'll secure the rope
Around her
I think
neck.
we taught, like like around each front forearm.
That's why I'm just messing with you.
And then, well, I'm trying to decide. Like, I don't know that I even want to tie the rope necessarily to the boat, unless there's a decent like cleat. I think, Dad Bod, would you rather just hold the rope, and then that way we can make sure that it stays up out of the water?
Sure.
Okay. And how are you going to brace yourself? You can brace yourself in the front or the back.
Does one look like the smarter move than the other?
I would say probably the front of the boat would be your better idea, embracing your legs on the front
Okay.
sides while the bolt is pulled up.
Who's
So
the next?
Dad Bod, give me a strength check.
So who's the next strong to be right behind?
Probably me. Quacker.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. You are able to slowly move the boat, but the rope starts to burn through your fingers.
I'm going to grab it with him, so there's two of us holding it.
All right, give me a strength check. The boat slowly starts to creep along. All right, with the combined strength of a stout dwarf and a chubby dad bod, you guys successfully are able to hold the rope as Lulu pulls you into the river Styx. She's still floating along in front of you, pulling you slowly east. Fire and brimstone still light up the sky. Smoke, debris, demons, devils on the shores battling it out. Nothing seems to be sacred land here. The trip seems to take quite some time. You're off, very careful on touching the water. You seem to be traveling for probably about 4 or 5 hours east when suddenly Lulu asks you to prepare yourself as she's going to bring you onto land.
4 or 5 hours.
It's a slow going. I mean, there's no
No,
current.
I'm not complaining. Just logging it in my head.
Okay.
It's weird here. So
All right. So as you guys are slowly creeping, oh, sorry, I did forget this. As you guys are slowly keep creeping along, you get to about this mark. When south of you, you notice that same pit fiend. But this time, it's watching you. Pit fiend is just south of you.
Is it watching us or watching a little golden elephant?
It's watching your party. Though it makes no sudden movements, it makes no sudden cries. It just seems to be staring. Why don't you guys give me one of you give me a perception check, whoever wants to.
I'll do it. Here it is.
As you gaze into the pit fiend's eyeless helm, it seems to be looking into your soul.
That
At this point, you feel no adverse effects, but you do feel an uneasy notion that you must leave quickly.
I'm going to try to break my gaze away.
The boat continues down until you see what looks like a kind of like a dock, or not a dock, but like a half bridge. Flames erupting out of the river Styx, and finally you arrive at the destination of dry land here.
Okay, fantastic. Off the boat.
Yes.
jump as far away from the boat as I can.
Yeah, I don't want it to be anywhere near the drips on the bottom of the boat.
Should we try to hide the boat? Just in case we need it again.
Does it look like a place that's easy to hide at?
No, not per se. You do worry about the spurts of flame that seem to be erupting out of the ground, though.
Oh, there's a popping sound preceding each. We can avoid that. What about the RUSs?
I don't think they exist.
Say, somebody do the reference. I love that movie.
All right. So you guys jump out of the boat. What are you guys going to do with the boat? You going to pull it up on land, flip it over? What are you guys going to do?
Very carefully, I think we should flip it over. Let it be bottom up.
Lulu suggests that you take off your disguises, your coverings, and revert back to your normal wares.
I'll take her advice.
All right. So a short jaunt southeast of walk of about 20 minutes or so, you come across a fortified compound that sits atop a low plateau that rises out of a crater-pocketed landscape. At the center of the compound is a hill of rust-colored stone that resembles a hand crawling out of the ground with gaps between the fingers. A jagged wall made of rock bones and metal debris surrounds the hand-shaped hill. Other highlights visible from this distance include a gatehouse atop which stands a half dozen small figures on watch.
Small because they're tiny, or are they small because they're far away?
Oh, look at that.
Would you look at that?
Well, Lulu suggested we get rid of our garb. So I'm starting to think we should just go ahead and non-aggressively approach.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So as you approach the gatehouse, which serves as what you can assume to be the entrance of Fort Knucklebone, you see 6 red caps standing guard atop of it.
Red caps. What is that? But with red hats?
Well, you'll see. One of them yells, "Hey, what's the password?"
Do we know the password?
There was no password to we're aware. We come to seek information.
What kind of password is that?
Open sesame.
Well, the most common password is password.
Password exclamation mark.
Shoot.
What a silly password. That doesn't even make sense.
Well, if you were coming up with a password, what would you make the password be?
Suddenly, one of the other guards looks over and says, "We don't have a password."
What? Are these human people we're talking to?
No.
No.
Bird people?
They definitely look kind of look Kaikinku. What are you doing here then?
Use that photographic.
Listen, I don't care. Listen, I don't care what you think about what you're doing. Why don't you go ahead and do the truffle shuffle there, big boy, and you can get in this place.
Please, talking to you.
An aerobatics check or acrobatics check? I mean,
performance.
Mhm.
Come on, boy.
I'm like, this is finally my time to shine.
That was the single best act of silliness I have ever seen. But I don't think it's good enough to get in here. Play me a song, long-haired man. We like songs. Yep. We like songs.
Sure.
But it best be one I have never heard before.
Okay. Well, I will break out the bagpipes and do Sif's own rendition of "We Will Rock You." And
So
then,
as you start to play, they cover their ears and start screaming, "That's the worst we've ever heard! Who made you a bard?"
I don't understand what you mean by bard.
What are you then, if not a bard?
I'm a man who's half an elf and half a human. Just trying to get inside the fort.
I'm almost expecting them to put a cow in a catapult and throw it at us.
Mother smells of irritable elf.
Jesus Christ!
I told them we already had one. All right.
What about you, Magic Man? What can you do for us?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Can you pull a rabbit out of your ass?
Out of my ass. Not quite.
Digitate a donkey and then press the digitated.
What was that?
Use prestidigitation to pull out a donkey and then pull a rabbit out of the donkey. Dad bod, can you ask Lulu who we're here to meet?
So you can't do anything, Magic
Sure,
Man.
I can do something. I turned Dad bod into a giant ape. Ta-da!
Oh, that was good. What about you, little man? Little brittle man? Your skin looks like it'll break any second.
Am I still feeling brittle, by the way?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. I'm just going to stretch and probably crack my bones in about 9 different directions.
You're awful short. Here, take this. He throws down a stool to you.
Oh, I'll jump on the stool. I'll play along. I'll humor them. Of course, in my dark little mind, I'm thinking about ways I'd like to torture them later.
Finally, one of the other Kenku comes up and says, "Quit standing around like morons and come inside." And they open the gates.
Do that to us or to the guards?
No, the one of the other red cats. There's 6 of them up there. And one of them comes over and tells you to stop standing around like idiots or morons and come inside.
Can Dad bod fit through the gate as a giant ape?
How many times can you do that?
A couple.
You notice that many of the Kenku are eyeing you, Colorado. Whispers and claps and smiles. I think they're pretty entranced with you. The area enclosed by the ramparts is littered with trash and mechanical parts, some put together in a way that resembles a vehicle. Ramshackle structures built from the same junk pile as the wall provide shelter. A platoon of small fey creatures mills about, all looking like feral gnomes. Several of them sport tall red caps, some of which drip with vile ichor. A pair of Kenku examine one of the strange vehicles, chattering to each other in high-pitched squawks. These Kenku carry an assortment of strange tools. When they see you, they turn and stare in wonder. This is when you notice that the what you thought were Kenku standing on top of the ramparts were actually Fae.
Nasty gnome.
Continue without me, AFK. 30 seconds. I'll be back.
So they're gnomes.
Little like looks like little gnomes. It says feral gnome. I mean, Fey is different than gnome. Fey touch, Fey creature.
They're looking like feral gnomes. They didn't look like gnomes. I mean, they're not gnomes.
They're red.
Right.
So I'm gonna wave at the Kenku that's looking at.
The Kenku that are standing there instantly recognize the flying elephant Lulu. One of the Kenku waves in your direction as if telling you to remain where you are. What a deal! Patience is virtue. Can't keep the boss waiting. He runs off into one of the trash structures. Moments later, he returns leading a tall creature wearing a long, tattered shift covered in mud, blood, mold, and worse. The hag's eyes seem to move independently of each other as she approaches, her straggly brown hair hanging in front of them. Resting on each shoulder are red-eyed ravens that scrutinize your group. Behind her, a hulking creature built of desperate fiendish parts trudges, moaning and hopping as it walks. Then both of the hag eyes focus keenly on your group and on Lulu specifically. My goodness, the hag croaks, spitting dribble out of her mouth. Where did you find such a treasure?
Oh.
Yuck.
Man, if only we.
Dad Bod's twin brother.
She's sewing his arm back on.
Looks like it.
It appears so.
I think it's more skin, flesh. What brings you to my fort?
We're not altogether certain, but our flying friend here seems to think this would be a spot that would help us on our quest.
Your friend here has some repressed memories.
Yes. I
Yes.
think we're in one of the memories that are coming to led us to here. I think we were looking for your, I don't know, your employees.
I can help you, but in order to perform the ritual, you will need to gather some supplies I will need. Are you willing to help me?
Far be it for me to accept the first offer. I don't know what help you would offer. What
What is
you
it
don't-
you need us to gather?
You don't know what our quest is.
You just told her that you're trying to unlock her memories.
Did we tell her that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Mhm. Okay, well, what do you need?
What do you need for the ritual?
Hang on 1 second. I'm trying to find where it's not in the book here. It's probably just not in the right spot.
Take your time.
Oh my gosh, it's not there. Oh, I'm so sorry. I completely read that wrong. I forgot about that. That she needs time to gather supplies for the ritual.
So what would we have to do to?
Spend some time in Knucklebone waiting.
Free of charge?
Free? What is free?
Well, that's what I mean. You haven't.
Everything has a price. Any memories I unlock are mine as well.
Just gone for a second and back. Where are we at? Do we find it yet?
The hag or hag's eye or whatever it is. Yeah, the hag. No, the hag's eyes. Okay, I'm reading it right now. So the hag is offering to restore Lulu's memory.
Yeah.
It'll just take her time to prepare the ritual and find them.
But she
Not
wanted
sure
us
what-
to. She wanted us to find some stuff. What does she want us to find?
She misspoke. She needs to find the materials herself.
I see. Sorry.
So you
No,
guys
you're
have
fine.
time to kind of wander around and interact with some of the locals here to possibly gain some important information or stuff.
Okay, I just have to ask because I'm still looking at this picture. What's called Mad Maggie?
Uh-huh.
The thing coming out of its mouth, is that coming out of its belly and into its mouth, or is that its tongue going down to?
I have no idea.
Horns make great eyebrows.
So I can tell you this: it is a flesh golem. Do you want to?
Can I like? I just want to know if that's its tongue or if that's its.
It just
So
got
as you
it's got its own recycler.
I know. That's why I'm like, it's so gross.
So as you see the flesh golem kind of like hobbling along and kind of like moping around, it moans as it walks and does a sort of like hopping dance. You see that there are madcaps and redcaps, just loving that the way he seems to be in pain, and are just so happy and dancing and walking around him. And he seems to be getting irritated with him, though he does not speak.
Because he has a thing in his mouth?
So why don't you give me a wisdom insight check there, Sif, since you're the one who asked about him.
It's kind of like one of those things like where you see like an athlete like break his leg and it goes the wrong direction. Like I'm not sure I want to keep looking,
But you can't look away because it's
but
so
I
weird.
can't look away because it's so gross. Insight. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Can't go over the picture. There it goes.
You realize that there seems to be a bone splinter inside, like lodged in the flesh golem's foot, that is making it difficult and uncomfortable and painful for the flesh golem. Now, why don't you give me a medicine check?
Right.
Or I should, sorry. What would you want to do?
Well,
You know what? Before he does that, I'm gonna cast guidance, cantrip on him. That's Sif, right?
Yeah.
Is that Sif?
I mean, I'll try medicine. Would that? I feel like it's like the mouse removing the thorn from the lion's foot. Is that the fable? Is that a fable? Do I have that wrong?
So the red caps and the mad caps are still dancing around, calling him Mickey.
Guidance gives him an extra 4-sided die to add to that.
Okay.
I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. I was gonna. I don't know why it's not going to the thing. Here, try again.
Did you restart?
No, I didn't. Not yet, because I thought it was working. There.
You probably want to take your first roll. Perfect. So with your first roll, a success, you successfully remove the bone. And it suddenly, the flesh golem seems to be able to walk around without hopping and out in pain. It just moans at you, unable to speak. You notice that the red caps and the mad caps are actually seem to be pretty pissed at you, and they are just screaming, "Can no longer! There's no more the Mickey! Can't do the Mickey!" Upset that they can't do the dance and can't dance along with the flesh golem.
Can I address them?
The
red caps and the mad caps.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull 2 of the cantrips that I have out of my inventory. and say, well, you may not be able to do the Mickey for this unfortunate creature, but you can always leave one of these out and do the Mickey with each other. Maybe catch one of your friends unaware. They'll dance around. Trust me.
Say that one more time. I wasn't following what you were saying. I
Okay,
apologize.
so I have cantrips.
Yeah.
That I've never used, but I've got them, and I figure if what they were upset about was they don't get to make fun of somebody for walking funny, then I'll give one of them like a couple of the cantrips out of the set or the whole set. I don't know how it all works, and say here, while you're not gonna have somebody who permanently does the Mickey, you can always use these to occasionally do the Mickey. If if they're trying to trick somebody into dancing funny.
So the cantrip does what?
The cantrip is like a little four-sided. It's like a Lego. Just imagine it's a Lego.
A caltrop?
Caltrop. He was saying cantrip. A cantrip is the type
right.
of spell.
I was like,
Caltrop. He's talking about caltrops. Now I understand. I was confused.
Yeah, caltrop. Caltrop.
All right, so one of the red caps walks up to it very slowly, looks at it. There's no blood on it.
Step on it.
There's no blood on it. Why would I want that?
Okay. Just trying to meet you halfway. Is Mickey the big thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mickey's happy, I guess. I still don't know if that's his intestines or his tongue.
Blood. Let's just put some blood on it, and then I'll take it. I don't understand what this bard's talking about. Elf. No blood. Trying to give me something with no blood.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Okay, I'll prick myself with it. Go ahead.
I'm losing again. What'd you say?
Discord having trouble there.
Yeah.
Said if I prick myself like the end of your finger, like you're doing a blood test with the edge of the caltrip, is that enough? Offer that. Is that enough blood?
Not. Can I just have your little finger?
The
Just-
whole finger?
Just the little finger.
No, I need the whole finger.
He holds up his hand. I have only 3. I could use another finger.
I can't use my finger. I need
See, hear the.
You broke up.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
I said I can't give you my finger. I'm a musician. I need all my fingers.
Well, do they have fingers?
Who?
These other people. Take a finger.
Go find a finger off your friend. Like no one's giving you a finger.
Get out of here, elf. Can you give me a finger?
How many of these creatures are there?
There's about 60 red caps and about 30 mad caps.
Do I feel like they really care about each other?
Can we slaughter one?
I was just gonna rip one's arms off and hand it to this guy.
Okay, give me a strength check.
No.
Give me a strength check.
No, real quick. How do I feel?
Give me a strength check.
He's work on a filter, apparently.
Well, remember you're a giant ape, so
You successfully squash one of the mad caps, and all that's left of him is 2 arms. And the other red caps and mad caps just start squeeing with delight, and they are so happy. They're dancing around. They pick up the arms. They're flinging them all over the place, blood splattering everywhere. They are ecstatic. Giggles, laughter.
Excellent. Blood? So I say in my monkey form, and I point to Squish Body.
Oh my gosh, this is horrible. What did you say?
I said, in my monkey form, I say blood, and I point at the Squish Body.
ah! They all just scream. They just start swarming around you and just like smiling and laughing at you. All right. So what are you doing at this time there, Colorado?
Just taking it all in.
Just sitting there watching
Concentrating.
the imps. You're concentrating on what?
Keeping him as a monkey.
Oh, keeping him as a monkey. Okay.
Can you check on the coup?
The what?
The king coup.
Check on him.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Find out
watching
what they're doing.
I'm kind of watching the Kinku. They seem kind of silly and fairly dim-witted.
Well, those are the red caps, mad caps. There are two kinku that are seem to be working and talking about a like a vehicle, some sort of vehicle.
What about the vehicle? What kind of vehicle?
It looks like some sort of war machine.
Patriot?
I'm going to inquire, if they're building a war machine, which side are they on?
What do you mean, which side?
Or
We're on Kiku's side. We are our own side.
I understand.
We're no devils or demons. We're just Kinku.
Good.
Mad Maggie. We're on Mad Maggie's side, of course. But this damn machine won't work.
How come?
I don't know what's going on.
What's wrong with it? In what way does it not work?
Why don't you give me a Arcana or Investigation check, whichever.
I will use, I guess, Arcana.
Okay, perfect.
They're both the
All
same.
right. So you notice that there is a demon grinder or a spiky gear is disrupting the flow of infernal energy throughout the vehicle.
Can I use my mending cantrip to resolve the problem?
Absolutely.
So I'll just cast that cantrip and see if I can resolve the issue.
The mending does nothing. You notice that again, it is a demon, like a spiky demon gear. There seems to be a demonic essence emanating from the gear.
Say that again?
There seems to be some sort of demonic essence emanating from the gear.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm going to mention it to them that gear right there is possessed. Some kind of demonic influence.
How do we remove it? How do we get that out?
Well, removing it shouldn't be that difficult. The question is can you replace it? We could exorcise the demon, I suppose, but I don't have the spells for that.
The gear is important. Why is there
Wait a
demon
minute.
essence?
How clearly do I perceive the demon?
You could tell that it's there based on your experience with the shield.
Can I cast at the demon specifically?
What would you cast?
Banishment.
Go for it.
I would need a target, or shall I just do the roll and you can decide whether it hit or not?
Do the roll. I got a number here.
Okay. Here comes the roll. I guess it's the same number.
Hey.
No, that's just showing me the DC. That's not doing the roll. That's just showing.
Just roll a d20. and then tell me what your modifier is.
For
Oh, but it doesn't
I
matter.
just criticaled.
Yep, no, you're but dice tower next time though. But this is
Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. So you have successfully banished any kind of demonic essence,
Gotta mark
aura.
this.
Just, I mean, it is just totally clean, ready to go. It rums to life. It is
Hopefully they're
almost as good as new. They are
hopefully
ecstatic.
they're appreciated.
They are
Yeah.
just yep. They're just running around the war machine.
Excellent. Be kind to dwarves.
All right, so flying over to you suddenly, Colorado, the two ravens that were on Mad Maggie's shoulders come fluttering down and sit on yours.
Okay. What's up, birds?
They start whispering in your ear that they played a prank on the madcaps, Wazik. And they fear that Wazik and a small group of irrational fiends are plotting revenge on us. We don't want to tell Maggie because she warned them us not to pick on the madcaps.
Okay, and what do you want me to do about it?
Can you deal with Wazik?
What the hell's Wazik?
It's a madcap. He's a madcap. He's over there. He points at one of the smallest madcaps. See if I can get a picture of a madcap for you guys.
What did you said? What the hell is a Wazik? I'll do you one better. Who the hell's a Wazik? Why is a
Oh,
Wazik?
dude, but why is it wasn't yet?
I don't have a picture, unfortunately. So she, they point over at one of the madcaps that is the smallest of the bunch that is standing over dancing around the ape. He also plans on killing Lulu, your
What?
elephant friend.
Who
Oh,
does?
these two are whispering into Colorado's ear.
Well,
You should take care of Wazik first. Why don't you give me an insight check? You 1000% do not believe them. These are imps, as you're able to finally ascertain they are not ravens.
okay. Listen here, shitheads. What is it that you really want? Just tell me the truth, and I still might help you.
We will just put a good word for you if you kill Wazik.
You just want him dead because.
Because it would delight us.
And what's Maggie gonna think about that? If Wazik's dead.
I don't. He knows. I don't know. He knows.
Well, you need to tell me.
They go flying off away from your shoulders.
Okay. I let the other guys know. The crows are imps, and they want us to kill Wazik because it would delight them.
Because they think it would be funny. I don't think much of these.
Which it might be funny. I'm not gonna lie.
You want monkey smash? Monkey smash? I'm an ape. Sorry, ape smash.
Sure, I'll walk over to Wazik.
Okay. He's still dancing around the big gorilla.
Monkey, pick up Wazik.
Okay, I pick him up. Squeeze him just enough not to kill him, but to make him cry. I look at Colorado, like waiting for the sign, the signal.
Wazik.
What you doing with Wazik?
Why do the two little imps want you dead?
Who?
The
Who?
crows.
Poor old Wazik?
Yeah, Maggie's little companions.
They pick on me all the time. I don't know why they want me dead.
Because they think it would be funny if you were dead. What exactly do you do around here?
Well, not I guard.
That's it.
I scavenge.
So what are you going to give us if
Whatever
we?
Madcap do.
What are you going to give us then if I don't have him turn you into Wazik jam?
Ooh, I like jam.
Okay. Do you want to be jam? Do you want to die?
I eat jam.
God
You
sakes.
you have finger?
Just put him down.
No squish. Okay, I set him down.
Well, anyway, I passed the word on to the other guys about what's going on. But I'm not going to be involved in their idiotic devil games.
All right. So feeling the power suddenly behind you, Colorado, you notice that there is a flame skull.
Oh, okay.
It starts to float over to you, and he reveals himself as, I am Barnabas. I was once a powerful wizard, but my crypt was defiled. Mad Maggie struck a bargain with me, with my rival, and took me as payment. Now I'm being forced as part of her gang. You will never be as powerful as me.
You don't look too powerful right now if you're a slave.
I can make you powerful, though.
Oh, yeah? And what's that going to cost?
I lost one of my teeth. The redcaps like to hurl things at me. And one of them hit my jaw. And Barnabas, one of the redcaps, took it.
Took your draw?
My tooth.
Oh.
I believe it was Grubba. I'm
So
too embarrassed to tell Mad Maggie about it.
So my big ape body's going to go over to the body I squished and pull a tooth out and hand it to him.
That is not my tooth. Wait, you talking about the one you squished?
Yeah.
You pull it out of what?
The pile of squished body?
Like by its head or body?
I guess its head.
Okay. That is not my tooth.
So I pull another one out and hand it to him.
Nope, not my tooth. Where's Grubba?
Graba.
Grubba. That was the red cap who stole it, I believe.
I don't know. I'd have to find out.
All right. It goes flying off.
Graba. Okay. Guess we could ask Wazik or who or what Graba is.
Grubba?
Yeah.
You want to know where Grubba is?
Yeah.
Well, he's behind you. You got finger?
Do I have a finger?
For payment, for information, for help. You gave finger to everyone else.
I gave a finger?
Ooh, your monkey. Smash. I'll take finger.
No.
Where's
Graba? Point him out.
He's behind you.
I look behind me.
All right, give me a wisdom perception check. All right, you see a red cap handing another red cap a bloody pouch. And you believe that to be the tooth of Barnabas.
Hey, I tell the monkey to go grab those two guys.
I grab him.
All right, you gonna smash him?
No, I'm just gonna rip his tooth out.
the pouch.
No, I want to rip his teeth out.
Oh,
He'd
okay.
probably rip his fucking head.
Probably.
The monkey doesn't understand. He just thinks this guy wants teeth.
But no, I want the pouch.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll hand the pouch to you.
So as you grab the pouch itself, the red cap becomes absolutely enraged with you.
Hey, what's his name again? What's the guy's name?
The Grubba?
Grubba. Is that the one that's mad?
Yes.
Why'd you take the skull's tooth, Grubba?
It is a magic tooth. It is a lucky charm. And magic. It gives me strength. Now give it back now.
Is he telling the truth? I guess I can just I'll see if you're telling the truth here, Grubba. Hold on a few minutes. Okay? And I'll do my detect magic as a ritual.
As you do that, you do see you sense that there is the tooth inside the pouch, and it is Barnabas. Excuse me, yeah, Barnabas's tooth.
Okay. All right. Well, you shouldn't be taking somebody's tooth. No.
He draws his weapon, preparing to attack you.
Crush him.
I crush him.
All right. All the other red caps and mad caps scream, "Fingers!"
Fingers?
I don't know.
They obviously love fingers.
I mean, if I could show you guys these pictures, these little mad caps and red caps, you would understand exactly. I just don't have a photo of them for whatever reason.
You mean you have pictures of them?
It's in the actual book. Like I'm literally looking at the book, but it's not in the app itself.
Oh,
So anyway, they're basically like little goblins, if you will, that have like draped masks and stuff on, and they're crushed, bent, broken fingers. Some of them are missing fingers. Some of them, have bent, broken ones. And they're obsessed with losing fingers and trading fingers, and that's kind of like why
Well,
they're
really made him happy. Okay. Where's Barnabas? I yell for Barnabas. Come get your frickin' tooth.
He comes over to you.
Here's your tooth. Open up.
Opens his mouth wide.
I give him his tooth back.
Much better. I can speak without detriment now. I appreciate. I will put in a good word with Mad Maggie.
Much obliged.
The image of what I assume it is from the Forgotten Realms wiki in Discord and the Descent to Avernus. They look funny.
Does they have like a? Yeah, very, very, very similar as far as like the bottom one there, Ryan. That's what I'm seeing in here in the book.
Oh.
All right. So there is. All right, Mad Maggie comes out of her hut. After making some preparations, she has created a fiendish circle on the ground and has arranged several comfortable black cushions at the center. She asks Lulu to rest on the cushions, which the Holophant quickly does without trepidation. Maggie then places 2 skulls in the circle. And then she looks at you, Dad Bod. She goes, I don't think my sisters would mind me picking their brains about this problem, do you?
I just give like a giant monkey shrug.
Mad Maggie waves her hand, and suddenly you become into a human again, Dad Bod.
Ooh. I look over at all the squished people. Kind of turn back at Mad Maggie, give her the look, like, sorry. What were you saying, Mad Maggie?
She asks each of you to stand around in a circle itself and take a seat.
Sure, but I haven't done this since college.
This ritual will last about 10 minutes. And during that time, all within the circle will be joined by a bond. If anyone leaves the circle, the ritual will be interrupted and will be forced to start over. So as the ritual begins, you sense a telepathic bond forming around each other, the hag and Lulu. You see a brilliant flash of light, then darkness. A tingling sensation sweeps over you as vibrant rainbows appear within their minds, and you see Lulu's first dream unfold. As the rich, radiant light of 100 dancing rainbows slowly dissolves, warm sunlight fills the area within the space. Lulu flies lazily in a lush meadow at the shoulder of a beautiful blindfolded angel. As the pair strolls through the tall green grass, the voice of the hag fills your mind. Push through this vision. It only represents what Lulu wishes was true. We need to see more. As the image begins to fade, you see one last silhouette of someone behind Lulu, and you see the body of a harried, pot-bellied male, very brutish, barbarish, walking slowly behind Lulu.
It's me.
All right. I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
Sorry.
All right. Who we missing?
Mine.
All right. So you guys, the second vision seems to come into play. A flame-encircled battlefield appears on a barren hellscape. At the center of the circle, Lulu and the angel lie unconscious and prone, horribly injured. You see yourself standing in defense of Lulu and the angel, facing outwards as 6 small, spine-covered devils creep closer. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappear through a portal. The devils! You must defeat those devils! All right, so everyone give me a strength saving throw. So as your characters, you vision yourselves fighting against the spine devils, protecting Lulu and who you know to be Zariel herself. All right. Next vision, that as that one fades, another one comes into view, a landscape filled with thick black smoke, and the smells of death and decay expand to encompass everything. The small devils that survived the previous dream kneel before you and offer to serve you if you spare their lives.
We don't want to spare any devils' lives, do we?
I mean, devils are kind of important because if the devils were gone, then the demons would break through the first layer of hell, and then that would be bad.
Somebody has to carry the angel on my other shoulder. But is this a decision we can make?
Yep.
I say let them survive.
Yeah, I'm with you. Cracker's with you.
The vision fades and another one comes into play. You wander a vast barren landscape of utter devastation. Black sludge rises rapidly out of the ground, enveloping your feet and gripping you tightly, overwhelming you with horrible sense of loss. Don't let the sludge consume you, says Mad Maggie's disembodied voice. You must push through her defenses. She must look.
Look.
So I need either you choose either an athletics check or a dexterity check.
Acrobatics or just dexterity?
Yep. And as you begin to pull yourself or acrobatics yourself out of the sludge before you roll, so sorry. The devils that you helped before, that you freed before, that serve you now, swoop in to help pull you through. Roll each one of these with advantage.
Oh, cool.
All right, so Cracker, Dad Bod. Did you? Oh, you rolled. Who am I missing here?
Probably me. What? Sorry, I've got a parent bitching at me. What is the What am I doing?
Either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
You mean like clean your room?
Like, went to the superintendent because she said I was being.
Oh,
And she's talking to you directly about it.
She sent emails to the superintendent, who's now.
All right. All right. Suddenly, Cracker, your mind begins to warp as well as it just grips your fear. You are going to take 18 points of psychic damage.
oof.
As that, oh, and then I need you to do another saving throw.
For
Acrobatics.
what? Acrobatics?
Or athletics, whichever one you choose.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Stand by.
There we go. Suddenly, that dream fades and another one comes into play. Lulu rests on a black cushion at the center of an inky void. She is unconscious and alone, a beam of brilliant white light shining down upon her. Next to Lulu, a large, gleaming brass spyglass rests atop an ornately carved tripod. Lulu awakens and looks peacefully around her. Seeing the spyglass, she approaches it. Pressing one eye against the eyepiece, Lulu then steps back suddenly, eyes wide, mouth open, her face alight with excitement. She cries out, "The sword! The sword! I know where it is!" You suddenly awaken and find yourselves back in the ritual space, having successfully maneuvered through the dreams almost unscathed. Fantastic rolls, everyone. So you guys did an amazing job.
Forgot to put the 18 on me. I think I can do it.
I did already.
Oh, okay. I don't see it.
I have 18 wounds on you.
Huh. There, now I see it.
So yeah, that if you guys wouldn't have rolled very well, I mean, that was amazing. So you guys could have easily died in that dream. So I'm glad you didn't. Put it that way.
Very interesting.
You see that Mad Maggie is just oozing with contentment with the information that she gathered about the dream and Lulu's memories. She is very happy as well. You can see that there are the So there's some red caps and mad caps. You see that Mickey is standing there. You see the flame skull. Barnabas is floating around. And she looks at you and tells you that my minions here tell me that you have helped them all. You make it very easy to assist you.
We're happy to help since you were able to help us.
So Lulu is doing good. Lulu's doing better.
Yeah, we'll get to Lulu in just a minute. All right, so she is willing to provide you. Mad Maggie is willing to provide you with several things here. She provides you with 3 silver coins, soul coins, soul coins, and she gives you an option. She, with the help that you gave with the demon grinder in the
Yes.
war machine,
Right.
she is giving you the option. You could either take one of her vehicles, either a corroded tormentor or a devil's ride.
I have no idea what those words mean.
Yeah. So let me find it, and I will tell you exactly what they are. Yeah, and then also we're gonna go ahead and move on. I'll get you guys that information in a minute, and then she's also going to give one of you the option for a silvered weapon.
Dad bod, do you have any magic weapon?
Yeah, that should go to Dad, but
I don't know if they're magical. Let's see. I have my great axe, but it's not magical, I don't think.
Make it silvered so the devils don't do half damage anymore.
All right, let's do that.
Everybody okay with Dad bod getting it?
Sure.
So
that's what I would recommend anyway.
it is a silver dagger. So the 3 soul coins are in the parcel items. So soul coins are a type of coin about 5 inches across and made of thick metal.
Oh, sorry, Dad bod, didn't understand. I thought it was a silvered weapon. I didn't realize it was just going to be a dagger. It's a soul. Is it currency?
I'd recommend you guys were to examine the soul coins a little bit more. Probably maybe have your wizard take a look and figure out what would be the best usage of them. Or each of you take one. It's up to you.
Colorado can have mine. There's only 3, so
Yeah, 3 coins. Crocker has gotten enough stuff. So if you guys want them, take them.
They do some pretty interesting things. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm flipping back and forth. I cannot find the thing about these war machines.
So it's basically
Okay.
just like a tank.
So there's a corroded tormentor. It can hold 4 medium creatures. Cargo capacity is 500 pounds. It can move through the space of any medium or smaller creature. When it does, the creature must succeed a DC 13 saving throw. It's got raking scythes. Damage. It has a damage threshold. Yeah, so basically it's a tank. Has a harpoon flinger. There's one driver needs to sit at the helm and drive. The Devil's Ride is a large 500-pound vehicle. So the other one was a 3,000-pound vehicle. So I'm going to put these both in the parcel seats so you guys can kind of look at them. Well,
I assume they're both big enough for all of us to fit in.
yes.
Okay.
Apparently, I can't put them in the... Yeah, that's weird. I can't put them in the party sheet for you guys to see.
Put them in the chat.
So far, I like the first one.
Tell me if that works.
Not. Oh. Yes. There we go.
Yeah.
So Lulu can barely contain her joy and recovering what she believes to be the location of the Bleeding Citadel.
We want the Tormento, the corroded
Tormentor.
Tormentor. Yeah, that'll
Okay.
carry all. That will carry all of us. The Devil's Ride won't.
It only carries one medium.
Yeah.
But it can jump.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
And you can pull a stunt on. This is a motorcycle.
You pull a stunt.
Yes. Yeah. You don't want that.
So, like I said, Lulu is so eager to advance and move on. She wants to find the location of the Bleeding Citadel, and she impatiently begs and begs and begs Dad Bod to go. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go find the sword. Come on, Dad. Dad.
Lulu, be patient. We can't go in haste. Get us killed down here. We will retrieve the sword.
So as you guys start to bid farewell from Knucklebone, it is Mad Mag is just so pleased with you, and I come back anytime. You were like family here. You belong in Knucklebone. So basically, some teary-eyed goodbyes from Mad Maggie as she is just ecstatic with you and the memories you were able to share and the treasure of the mind you were able to share with her as well. Alrighty.
Can somebody show us how to drive this thing?
Yeah, you can have before you guys leave, you can have I think it's Chukka and Clonk. Those are the two Kinku teach you how to drive.
Sure.
So who wants to be the driver?
Oh. This is more arcane than anything else.
Where are you seeing this thing?
It's in the chat. You gotta click on the dots on the chat.
Oh, okay.
I thought one of them said, I thought you had a grinder. Right. Maybe I was just thinking of Colorado Eclipse.
What?
I thought one of them was a grinder. 'Cause in my mind, I had like giant trash truck gears.
All right. So They tell you that the engine at the heart of every infernal war machine has a furnace fueled by soul coins. Among the vehicle's helm control is a narrow slot in which the soul coins can be fed. Soul coins placed in this slot tumble into the furnace, which is 2 size categories smaller than the vehicle containing it. It consumes the soul coin immediately, expending all of the coin's remaining charges at once and destroying the coin in the process. The soul trapped in the coin becomes trapped in the furnace, instead powering the infernal machine for the duration determined by how many charges the soul coin had when it was consumed. So if it had 3, it's basically for each charge, it's 24 hours.
So we have 3 days worth of fuel.
Regardless of its size, a furnace can hold any number of souls. Their screams of anguish audible out of a range of 60 feet. Each new soul fed in the service adds more fuel to the vehicle, allowing it to run longer. They also let you know about if you dump some demon ichor into the furnace, you can increase the vehicle speed by 30 feet for 1 minute. But be careful, mishaps may occur.
So just so that I'm painting the right picture, this is Mad Max, isn't it? Weapons.
Oh, here we go. This one has some pictures. Yes, the Devil Ride is a motorcycle.
Sweet.
The Tormentor is the one on the bottom right of the War Machines thing that I sent you.
Oh, there is a grinder. Okay, so here's my thoughts. If there's weapons on this thing, magical weapon attacks, raking scythe, damage threshold mishap. Helm requires 1 crew member and grants 3/4 cover. Harpoon flinger requires 1 crew and grants range attack 7 to hit. Oh, so it doesn't matter who's firing, it's 7 to hit. I was gonna say maybe we should figure out who would do best at the other jobs. And whoever's left can drive, because it doesn't look like there's any like skill checks involved with driving.
Dadbots.
Dexterity saving throws?
While you guys are having this chat, Dadbot's already sat down in the driver's seat.
There we go.
The dexterity is set by the vehicle, not the driver, correct? Yeah, because the Devil's Ride has 18 Corroded Tormentor.
Well, I gotta head off.
Yep, sounds good. So that's actually where we're going to call it anyway. So that was episode 19, right? Is that where we're at?
Yep.
Of Descent into Avernus. Hope you guys had as much fun advancing the story in this one. Not as obviously any combat, just more of telling you guys what kind of the world is like, building some of that. So This has been Will from Mature Minded Gamers, and everyone be safe. Take care. Join us on our Discord. Check us out on maturemindedgamers.com and watch us on Twitch, YouTube, and what else, Eric?
Now you got it all. Trovo, not really going anywhere.
All right, everybody. Take care.
Take care.